Hello YouTubers, Best for the Goats here, and we're in a new format with the new sets out. So today I'm giving you a deck profile, one of the first of the new decks, along with...
Stephen.
And what are you going to show us today, man?
I'm going to show you Centurion, Toy, and Whitewoods.
So you've got two of the new archetypes here. I'm also... I want to show this off to you guys because I'm looking forward to building Whitewoods myself with the Runic engine. So we'll give you guys an idea how those play. We'll show you another build of them here. And then, yes...
Yeah, so to get started with, we'll start off with our Centurion card. So you got Centurion Primera at 3.
Yep.
It's your main searcher. It is one of your starters.
Could we just stick with this?
Yeah, go on with them. Yeah. Your main searcher, it's your main starter, and it really flows well with the White Forest cards. They can special summon a light tuner, and, well, what do you know? Centurion Primera is a light tuner. So,
can I ask a question about this? About the Centurions as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the deck prior to this was like kind of like Tempai with like a lot of hand traps, a lot of events.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did the deck feel different with less hand traps and more of another engine?
Definitely feels different. The way that I've currently got it is that I just kind of added the White Forest stuff on top of the hand traps. So rather than...
But I'm guessing you reduced the number, right?
Yeah, you reduced the numbers a little bit. You kind of changed the ratios and obviously changed the hand traps based on format. But absolutely, yeah, it feels a lot more gas orientated, like you want to play.
Oh, right.
But yeah, the transitioning from basically stall your opponent until you can play to I can play anyway has been really nice, especially with the White Forest.
So what does this do for those who don't know?
So Centurion Primera, when it is normal summoned, you can, or special summoned, you can search for a Centurion card. So like prior, you can.
So
search,
it's the first of the deck,
yeah. It searches most of the deck pretty much, other than Emblema Oath. And as well, when it is a spell and trap cards, so when it's in the spell and trap card zone. Level 5 or higher Centurion monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's a card effect that quite a lot of people forget. But yeah, that's quite a big one because it protects your level 12s from all sorts of nasty stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, and when it is a spell and trap, you can special summon it during your opponent's turn after they activate an effect because it's treated as a continuous trap.
Okay, so you
has the same sort of rules.
And do you get the search when you do that?
Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely, you get the search on every time it's normal or special summoned. But the lock is that if you normal summon it and then put it into your spell and trap card zone, you can't special summon it. Otherwise, that'd be pretty broken.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty broken.
Yeah.
So after that, we go with 3 Trudea.
Okay.
Trudea is one of those, probably the second best normal summon of the entire deck, to be honest, because on summon it doesn't do anything on summon, but its effect when it is a monster is that it can put itself and one Centurion card to the spell and trap card zone.
Okay.
So rather than...
And of course, this all works with Whitewood stuff because you're giving your Whitewood cards more things to pop.
Yeah, exactly. It puts stuff to the spell and trap card zone, as you said, for the White Forest cards to pop. And also, as well, you can just access quite a lot of different things. You can access Artie, or Atri, you can access Gargoyle 2, you can access Emeth. It provides you with a lot of utility.
Cool.
And that's why you play it at 3. I've seen people play it at 2, but I prefer to play it at 3.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
And then we've got the one-offs. So I play 1 of Atri, 1 of Gargoyle, and 1 of the Emeth.
I'm guessing these are all second wave support, right?
Yeah, Gargoyle and Atri are second wave. So Gargoyle was actually second wave, and Atri was third wave. And Emeth is the initial wave.
Fair. Because these look so different to these.
Yeah, they're darker.
Yeah, exactly.
They're darker colour schemed.
It's giving me a Cyber Dragon, Cyber Darks vibe.
Yeah, it's great. So we'll start with Atri. Atri is a great card, second tuner for the deck. If it is summoned whilst you control an Emblema and a Centurion card in your graveyard, then you can draw a card. It's a free draw.
Okay.
And it is, again, your second tuner, so you kind of want to be cycling that in
Are you
worried,
when you're playing it then, are you worried about drawing Lockbird?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Drawing Lockbird's massive against this, so that's why you kind of
which is kind of bad in our locals when there's two voices voice and an FTK
everyone's playing draw.
Everyone needs draw.
And you're just like, well, that's not very nice. No. Gargoyle is a fantastic card. It's kind of everything that the deck needed. It basically sends a Centurion card face up to the graveyard and it can special summon itself, and when it's used as synchro material, it spins itself back to hand. It's brilliant. It gives you so much extension, so many plays, and it kind of replaced Emeth. I've seen a lot of deck lists kind of phase out Emeth completely, but I still think that Emeth has its place. It is during your opponent's turn. You can target a Centurion monster that you have, put it to your spell and trap card zone, and special summon Emeth instead. So say, you normal summon Primera, it gets negated, and you have Emeth somewhere like that, and you're kind of stuck for plays, or you have it in hand, you can just activate Emeth and have a 3k defense. That hopefully is enough if your opponent bricks. And that's really it for the Centurion monsters. We just still do have obviously more Centurion cards to come, but now we move on to the White Forest. So we got 3 Estella. Now I'd like to shout out Nathan for letting me borrow his Estella today.
Yeah, for those who don't know, that's the Shonen Gamer, the man of
the Shonen Gamer. Check him out. Estella of the White Forest, incredible card. Normal summon, send a spell on trap, and special summon a light spellcaster. So you've got, and it kind of synergizes really well with Primera.
Yeah.
You can special summon that off that as well, so it gets you into your Centurion lines.
Nice.
Or if you've already got what you need for Centurion, you can just special summon any light spellcaster.
I gotta say, I love the White Forest artwork. So nice.
It's so nice. It is really
nice.
nice.
It generally reminds me of the book covers I've seen recently. The fancy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And as well, you can make 6, you can sync 6, and then you can make Rasila, Rasila is your main one that you want to be making, and then as soon as it sees Rasila discard that spell and trap, it special summons itself, so it's basically a free Diabell. It's really, really good, and that's why you run it free, because it's one of your normal summons, probably the best normal summon of the deck, if I'm being honest, especially if you have a spell trap in hand.
So how many normal summons is that overall?
Normal summons that you're wanting to see, you've got 3. You've got Primera, Trudea, and Estella. Everything else can special summon itself.
Is that a bit bricky sometimes? Or?
It can be because of how many monsters that you inevitably have to run. So if you draw all monsters and you normal summon Primera and it gets negated, then you're kind of crying. You're not really doing anything for a turn. But if you have a way to special summon alongside that negated normal summon or negation of effect on normal summon, it's relatively fine. It's not too bad.
Fair enough.
So next we have Elzet of the White Forest.
Okay.
Elzet, really good. Sen, again, I know I keep on saying it's really good. It's because the White Forest stuff is just really good.
Yeah, it's really pushed.
It's so good.
And the worst part of it is, it won't see that much play until Fiendsmith goes.
No, until the next ban list, and then as soon as the next ban list hits, White Forest will probably be one of the best because it is just so good. Send a spell and trap cards, special summon, and add a White Forest card or White Forest monster to hand.
Yeah.
It's really good. And then as well, if it sees a light spellcaster special summon itself during your opponent's turn, adds itself back to hand. So again, it works.
So is that for both sides of the field or just your own side?
I believe it is just your own side. Let me double check on that one.
Because I would kind of interested.
Just your own.
Oh, right. Because if it had been any spellcast, I'd be interested in a minute match.
Yeah, very. Elzet's it's like Chainlink 7 of Elzet.
Yeah,
just added itself back to hand. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
And that's really what you do, Elzet. For Elzet, you send one and you can add, and then it spins itself back to hand if you special summon during your opponent's turn, which you can obviously do thanks to these cards. So we played 2 of the Rusia and 1 of the Sylvie. So the reason why I went with 2 Rusia over just the 1 Rusia is because I thought that, honestly, having 2 of the special summon if I control a White Forest helps me in a grind game scenario. And as well, if one of the Rusias get banished, you're against Branded and it gets banished off Mirror Jade, you've got another one as backup.
Yeah, or if you're playing against Goatee, which
Goatee, yeah. If he gets banished, it's completely fine. You've got a backup. The reason why I only play 1 of the Sylvie, because you could technically apply the same logic to Sylvie, is because I find Sylvie is the one that you want to draw into, not the one that you're wanting to search. Or special summon it off of a Stella. It's the one you want to draw into, or the one you want to special summon. It's the one of, and Rusia can kind of do what Sylvie does, or Sylvie provides anyway. It's just that Sylvie's a different name.
Alright.
But obviously, Sylvie, on your normal special summon, you can search for a White Forest, spell a trap, and then Rusia, if you control a White Forest, special summon it from your hand.
So just search summon. It's like standard Yu-Gi-Oh at this point.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. It's basically Power of the Elements. Deck build design.
Yeah, design. And then we do have a little toy engine. So here we've got.
Also, I'm quite impressed these cards I've seen used, because everyone thought they wouldn't be very good when they first came out, didn't they?
Yeah. I think they're heavily underutilized. I don't think that they're that bad.
They're standards, basically.
Yeah, and like you said, they've synergized really well with the White Forest archetype. I mean, you just set Toy Soldier, normal summon a Stella, and you send Toy Soldier. You're not obligated to send a spell or trap. You can send Toy Soldier. I mean, another thing that I could experiment with, or people could experiment with, is Artifact. So you set them and then you send it.
Unfortunately, the best one of that's gone.
Yeah. No.
Well, actually, no. Fortunately, that guy was toxic. But
yeah.
No, I was thinking Scythe.
But yeah, Scythe. Scythe is
Yeah,
Scythe
but Lancier's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, Artifact can be played around with. I'm not up for playing around with it. I prefer playing with the White Forest and Toy, because Toy just provides so much. Because Toy Soldier, if you control Toy Box, then you can add a level 4 light monster to your hand.
Yep.
So you can add, guess who it is again?
Again, yes.
Primera, the focal point of the deck.
Okay, this is reminding me a lot of when Zoo was a thing, like all the ways to get a rapier.
Yeah, like just all the ways. It's like different lines, different ways of innovating how to get to Primera, and as well also using it to bait out negates, so that when you get the Primera, it's absolutely fine. One off the Toy Tank. He's just happy to be there.
Same logic as the...
He's a little happy, but yeah. Same logic as Toy Soldier. Set, send, special summon itself, and as well, it contribute itself, special summon a level 6 or lower from your hand, or if you control the toy box, then you can special summon it from your graveyard, so it's good both in the grind game and on your first turn.
So you can technically also incorporate the Fiendsmith stuff with that then.
Yeah, absolutely.
If your money bags, that is.
Yeah. If you're a whale, that's what you can do. So that's all of the monsters that I run.
All right.
As for spells, we run 3 of the most broken card in the game, but it's not because it's not searchable, because it's Emblema, not a Centurion card. Emblema Oath.
This rubbish again,
Yeah, place 1. It's like, why is it not called a Centurion card? I will not know.
Because it's quite broken, like you said.
Basically, you can place a Centurion monster from your deck to your spell and trap card zone, but if you control that monster, then you can't special summon anything from the extra deck other than Centurion synchro monsters, or you can just set a spell or trap directly from your deck. It's a ridiculous card, and it's really, really good. But we need an Emblema Searcher. Please, Konami. Follow that up with 3 stand-up Centurion.
Yeah, this card.
Yeah, the way to sync during your opponent's turn. Really good card.
And it's also got built-in protection if it dies, isn't it?
Yeah, built-in protection. It can't be popped if you control the Centurion monster card, so it's basically a confirmed synchro.
Found that the hard way.
Still lost though.
True.
And on the turn of activation, you can discard a card, and you can then place a Centurion card from your deck to your spell and trap card zone face up. So a lot of the deck can't be ashed, which is really fun. Because you're just setting it directly from, or you're placing it directly from your deck to your spell and trap.
Again, part of the elements kind of design philosophy with the sprite philosophy,
where you cannot do anything really to stop it. So that's the 3 of stand up, and then obviously quick sync during your opponent's turn when you special summon. It's ridiculous. And then we play 1 of the bombs and 1 of the wake up Centurion.
Okay.
Wake up Centurion. Wake up! Please stop sleeping. Centurion Bonds is a really good card. Really good for recursion. Really good for getting out your Link Sync 12s. And the banish effect is also really good, that you could just do exactly what you're doing twice. You can just activate it.
If you guys want to go ahead. No. If you guys want to go ahead. Carry on, sir.
No worries. Centurion Bonds, place 1 Centurion monster from hand or graveyard to the spell and trap card zone, and then you can carry on. And then when you synchro summon a Centurion monster, you can just do it again on the same turn.
Disgusting.
Banish it, do the same thing.
Nice.
Same with Wake Up Centurion. You can activate it. You can activate you can bring out a token, declare a level 4 or 8, dependent on your needs. And then you can make a Sync 8, Sync 12, whichever one, and then you can banish it, and you can send a Centurion card from your deck to your graveyard. Okay. So you can just keep on beefing up your graveyard like Centurion Bonds. So you can Wake Up Centurion, declare 8, Primera, Sync 12, Wake Up Centurion, and everything. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, and I love this card.
Nice.
So we then move on to the spell cards of the White Forest, which is just 2 tails. That's it. I don't run. I think it's Beware. I don't think Beware is that good. But Tails, really good. Just if you control an illusion or spellcaster monster, you can add 1 White Forest card, White Forest monster from deck to hand. Searcher, free. And also, because it's a spellcaster, you'd never guess who comes up again. It's Primera. Wow, who would have guessed?
Not beating the rap here, accusations here.
Yeah, no, we're not beating that at all. And then, and if it's discarded, it can set itself. If it's discarded for a monster effect, it can set itself.
And this is why I'm thinking about experimenting with Labyrinth with this, because pitch that with a Verger, set it.
Set it, and you're just only pitching 1. You're not neg 2, you're neg 1.
Yeah.
So we then go with only 2 of the toy box. I've seen people run it at 3. I'm not a fan of it at 3. I
For the
prefer it at
clogs,
2.
I guess, yeah.
Clogs. Yeah, it just clogs, and also you're having to take out something for it just to keep the card numbers down. So
Fair.
2 toy box is completely fine. And then obviously once per turn, you can either set monsters to your back row or you can destroy your back row. So it's a win-win, especially if you're kind of running out of things to do. If you have Toy Soldier and Toy Box in hand, it's essentially a free way to Primera, and you still have your normal summon. So the 2 Toy Box, I think, is completely fine.
Nice.
And so moving on to the Archetype traps, we've got 1 Centurion True Awakening and 1 Woes of the White Forest.
That was one I was thinking of as a trap, yeah.
Yeah, Woes of the White Forest is insane. You can special summon 1 White Forest monster and then sink. It's just stand-up Centurion 2.0.
So yes, yeah.
But you're special summoning your materials.
Yeah.
You can end on 2 Sync 12s and Primera, and you can be fine.
So this sounds like a very good way of dodging Nibiru's as well. You can just,
Really good way of dodging the beerers. A really good way.
Which
You
is-
can just instantly sink.
Which right now with the Fiendsmith is a really good thing to have, because Fiendsmith's making
So
Nibiru
many.
a main decker again.
So many summons. Nibiru's becoming massive.
Yeah.
Centurion True Awakening, counter trap. Not much more else to say. You're going to end on a board most likely like 75% of the time with this build that you are going to have a monster on the back row that you can tribute. 25% of the time you won't, so the card is kind of dead. But other than that, you contribute, you can negate a lot of things. But the difficult thing about this that you have to remember is that it's negate the activation. It's not negate the effect.
So they can do it
So
again.
they can do
can
it
they?
again.
Got you.
Yeah. So you have to kind of really think about where you use it, which is
Also,
why
yeah.
it's skill.
I don't mean to rush, by the way, but the guys outside are looking ready to kill us, so...
Yeah, we
better-
will go quick. And I do run, what I decided to do was I ran a cross-out package.
Okay.
So 3 cross-out.
This main, yeah?
Yeah, in main. This is not inside, this is in absolute main. So you got nib,
Yeah.
1 nib for the target, and then I run all of my hand traps. So 3 Droll, 3 Ash. I know this is a bit rushed, but
That's cool.
3 Imperm, and then I run a Thrust and a Talon.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
It's just really good. Droll, really good this format. Ash Blossom, present in every single deck. And then cross out Designator to negate it all.
Hey, I'm trying to get.
And then the extra. 1 Cosmic, 1 Calamity, of course.
Yeah.
Red Supernova, Crimson. This should be the other way around. It should be 2 Auxilia, 1 Legatia. But I didn't have a second Auxilia, so I just ran the second Legatia. The second Legatia never came up, but Auxilia is just another searcher. 1 Chaos Angel because of the side, 2 Diabell, 2 Silvera, 1 Racela, SP, and IP.
So anything you want to tell about these cards? Just give a quick...
Yeah, just quickly. Cosmic Blazar is your Omni Negate, negates everything. Crimson Dragon
Makes
is your
the-
Calamity.
locks them out, yeah.
Calamity is Calamity. Red Supernova, they activate anything, you just banish the field, and you only have to banish the Supernova.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Which this is why I like playing against Resonator very much.
Yeah. SP Little Knight.
We know this one, yes.
Yeah, we all know SP. IP, we all know IP. Racela, send a spell or trap, bring back a Stella, and then you can also search. Really good. Silvera, Book of Moon, Lamau, Diabell, add back any spell or trap that you've sent.
Cool.
And then you've got Chaos Angel, you can make it with a Light or Dark,
Yeah.
just beat her. Auxilia, your main searcher. Legatia, your pop.
Excellent.
Your pop.
Okay.
Your pop and draw, I should say.
Nice.
Draw and then pop. And then you've got the side. So the side, obviously, you can change it based on your locals, based on your nats,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing. I've went with 1 Mag, 2 Druisworm, 3 Dark Ruler,
Yeah, these are stuff sorry.
yeah, Lightning Storm Harpies, 3 Evenly, and then the spicy 3 Synchro Zone.
Ew, 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 ew.
Yeah, if you know that you're against someone that is not going to use Synchros,
Mystic Mind died, this was born.
yeah, literally, just play Synchro Zone. Like if
Yeah.
you know you're against no Synchros, just play Synchro Zone. Really
it's
good.
disgusting.
You can stall anyone until you need to.
Alright.
But yeah, and that's really it.
Alright, thanks for having been chat, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, well, see you guys again soon. It's alright, guys.